notes for Knife, Fork, Spoon. Fun. Talk shit. We're getting there. We're on there.
Bring back the word boinking and jump your bones.
Okay, I want to get on to the next topic because we've got something that's really eating away at us.
We drifted away for a while there.
I'm ready for this shit.
Sorry about this. Okay.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Obviously.
So what we're going to do is every week one of us is going to pick a movie. Now, I've picked the movie. It's a new one on Netflix. It's called The Platform. Now, I'll just read the blurb before you guys start talking about it.
Before you go into it, can I mention, you definitely know it's a different nationality movie when the main characters are Gorong.
Goreng.
Goreng.
Megarang.
Yeah, when you think he's Megarang, you know it's going to be like, oh, this is a nice English movie.
Yeah, correct.
Goreng.
All right, let me just read what
their mouths didn't match up with what they were saying.
Yeah.
I'll be
I'm
honest,
glad they did
I
that.
want to talk about that, so let me just read the blurb, then you can get into it.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. One at a time.
All right, so The Platform was a movie about a vertical prison with one cell per level. 2 people per cell, the only food, platform, and 2 minutes per day to feed from up to down, an endless nightmare trapped in the hole. So basically what happens was you're on a level, a concrete platform basically moves down the levels, and then the people eat the food, and then they leave whatever they want, and then it moves down to the next level, and the next level eats it, and so on and so forth. So I had absolutely no idea, to be honest. I watched the trailer, thought it looked interesting. So, what did you think?
Do you want to take it first, or do you want me to take it first?
Well, I mean, like, just in general, or do you want me to... I mean, I've got all the notes here. So
All right, maybe I'll go first because he might be a bit... Yeah, so I'm just going to jump straight into this. So, I actually think...
31?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
We were trying to do this discreet. That's why we didn't... That's why I did that. And you're now like 31, which is now 32.
I've been watching that the whole time, and we've been freaking rambling on.
yeah.
Oh,
I've secretly been doing this over here the whole time.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Play on.
No, we got plenty of time. Yeah, so anyway, I actually didn't hate the idea of it, but Dale left to leave out a little notch was that every month you swap from the level. So, you didn't know actually how far the tower went down, but they got put on level 47, and he was with this guy who was sketchy, and he kept saying the word obviously. And it was obviously terrifying because this guy was a creep, and they're allowed to bring in one object each, and he brought in a knife, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you got to eat whatever you want, but obviously the further it went down, people just didn't eat because they were fucking rabid and had maybe at lower levels, so they now are experiencing food, but...
And I mean, we're talking on the first floor, it's like a gourmet 5-star feed. Like there's cake, there's amazing cooked food. So obviously the lower it gets...
What would be your selection of a meal? Because at the very beginning, before they entered the prison, they had to choose their number one meal, and that was put on the food tray.
Can I be boring? I'd say bread. It'd fill me up.
Hey, but that's smart.
I'll ask for 2 bread rolls. That's me for a week.
That's smart.
Obviously, you can't take it off, but that'll fill me up.
If you knew what the whole place was about, then probably you'd be smart about that and do that.
Yeah, but if I had to choose anything, I'd probably say like a grilled steak or something.
Fair call.
That's just because I like steak.
Yeah.
Well-cooked steak. But, yeah.
I think of something that no one else would like. Spam.
No.
I'd pick prawn so you wouldn't eat it.
You fucking dickhead. Imagine that. I'm on level 330 and the only thing left is prawns.
You just die.
Not the knife is...
I'm allergic to prawns, by the way.
But, so...
Do you want to do this by level, like the movie?
Well,
what do you want to do?
I'm just going to say right now the meaning behind it, what I found. So, obviously, I'm just going to jump straight into it and say...
It was the most fucked up movie you've ever watched.
There was this weird Asian lady that kept actually coming down the platform. So they were about to eat food, and then this platform comes down. This is obviously spoilers, by the way. Big spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers.
If you want to watch it, go watch it. But if you want to listen to this and then not watch it, do that, but it's at your own risk. So this Asian lady actually rides on the platform, and they just eat their food like nothing's happened. Anyway, as the platform goes further down... Everyone who doesn't have food left starts trying to attack her and kill her and eat her. She kills them all off. Anyway, you don't know why. At the end, you realise they're trying to get down... There's too much to explain.
It's so much to explain.
Explaining the entire movie.
Well, the meaning is if you watch the movie. Maybe we just talk about it and they can catch up.
They have to.
Well, okay.
I want to talk about it because
I'll just say my meaning and then we'll jump to you.
All right.
The best representation that I thought it was actually resembling society because the upper class...
So cute.
No, hear me out. Upper class, obviously, they just take what they want. They don't leave any scraps. They don't care. The lower they are, obviously resembling the poor, they don't get anything. So they just left to rabid, to scrap and whatever.
Desperate. They become desperate.
Yes, and the child resembled everything being entrusted in the youth being the message. That's what I got told.
That was really touching, Ryan. I hope you...
Yeah, good one,
kiss your
dickhead.
boyfriend on the way out.
Yeah. I remember that 10 minutes later.
Fair enough.
Scott, go.
All right. Well, okay. So
By the way,
Go Steven Spielberg.
Scott's prepared 3 pages of notes.
all this
Yeah, so everyone at home, we paid Steven Spielberg, a.k.a. Scott, to dissect it for 4 days.
I
So
did
here we
actually
go.
put a lot of work into it. So.
I'm actually glad you did, though.
I've got some highlights to talk about. Go.
All right, here we go. I'm going to monologue this bitch. All right. Some fun facts you probably didn't know, that there were 666 guests that they had to make food for.
Which is the number
333 levels.
Times 2.
But
666.
maths.
Yes, which is...
666.
Which is people who don't like...
Okay.
That's just kind of a symbolic meaning that the prison is
I
hell.
think that was a coincidence.
Well, that's the number of the...
Well,
that's the number of hell.
Another fun fact is that the 2 script writers were in the bathtub. Remember when they were going down, and then there were 2 naked men in the bathtub?
How does
Yep.
that... How does
They
that
were
resemble
they
anything?
were the script writers.
That's
the
a
ones
good-
that had the
movie.
dicks out.
They were in the bathtub.
No, that's a good cameo, but does that resemble anything?
No, it's just said fun fact.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I thought you were going to be like, that's fucking sick. And I was like...
So overall,
Okay.
the prison
That's cool,
sort
though.
of represents, I guess, society in its own sort of way. And like
This is a really in-depth review.
Yeah, I like it. Keep
the
going.
big thing about it, they kept on saying the word solidarity a lot. And solidarity defines as unity or agreement of feeling or action, especially among a group of individuals with a common goal or responsibility. You did not expect this from me, did you?
Is this Scott?
I'm going to start calling him Steven, as in Steven Spielberg.
Serious.
Yo, Steven.
Keep going. No, I want to keep hearing it.
Yeah,
It
that's
actually... I was interested because the solidarity was like... they
You're
wanted
making
to
me
work together.
like the movie.
Well, that was the thing. Like that, I kind of enjoyed it more. I looked into it because, like, he said it himself. Like the woman's like, this prison would work if everyone would eat what
Did
they
their portions.
wanted and
Yeah.
then let the food go down. But like that's what I mean. Then each character that he had in his cell was a symbol of trying to change society as the way it is. Because the people who are higher up in us, the more rich and powerful, they're not going to care about the ones below.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what the symbolic meaning was.
Jesus, I'm impressed.
Like, even if you want to break down the characters, like, Goring is the thoughtful, chivalrous embodiment of who we think we are and how we should act.
Jesus Christ.
The old dude
I've got movement.
was that greedy. He's pissing on the floor below. He's drinking the wine, spitting on them.
How disgusting was that bit, by the way, when he just pissed on the platform as it went down to the next level?
You're
Grub.
saying that part's disgusting.
All right, well, we'll get
About
into
when
the
he
other
was
highlights.
cutting
No, I
out-
want to talk about the
What
other
about he
part.
was cutting out a nice Wagyu beef steak out of a dude's leg?
Well, that was the bit where I thought something's going to happen here. I don't want to chop in on your monologue here, but I just want to talk about parts as we go because I was thinking this is going to go pear-shaped somewhere. And he was getting along with, he reminded me of the guy from Mandalorian.
His name
I've
was-
spoken.
I've spoken.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it
I've
did.
spoken.
I've spoken, obviously. And then after they went to the next level, I was like, something's kooky here is going to happen. Next minute, tied up on the bed.
That was my favorite part of the movie, honestly. That scene was probably my favorite. Like, they were...
Are you kidding?
That month together, like, remember they was doing the little clip,
Yeah.
all hanging out, they're like dancing around and having a laugh and good
Yeah.
time, and then it's like, this is the last month, I can smell the gas, and then when they wake up, just tone completely shifted.
The whole,
He's
like, the
tied
red
up.
was red
You
all the
saw-
time.
Yeah.
You saw it was 142 or something that they were on next, and the old man had been at 132. That's the lowest he's ever been. So he's like, this isn't good, and he's tied up, and he's like, well, this is how it's going to be.
He'd been to 100 and
32.
something.
132 was the lowest he's been.
Yeah.
So when he saw there was 142, he's like, I got to tie you up. You're younger than me, so I got to do that.
At what stage do you think old mate regretted picking a book to take into the prison?
I think the moment he woke up naked and was like, I'm fucking dead here.
Cool. I'm with an old guy with a knife, and I've got a book.
That has more meaning in the film as well.
Correct.
It's ridiculous.
Go. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just skip all the characters thing because that's going to take forever. But the big thing was the first lines of the movie. Like the old man said, there are 3 types of people in this world: those at the top, those at the bottom, and those who fall. They're probably the most important part. And it's like the ones that are on top are content with the way things are, and they don't want things to change. People, those at the bottom who want change because they got nothing, but they can't do it. They have no power to make change. But then there are those who will fall. So they either fall and die, or they're willing to go down to make change. It's just a giant philosophical reflection on
correct.
society.
It is.
If you go in watching it like it's a movie and a story, you'll hate it. If you go in listening like it, I said the best way to describe it to Dad,
It's very
because obviously
original.
Dad originally was like, shit, ending was terrible.
course he
It's
would.
terrible. It's shit.
Of
And
course
I
he
said to him,
would.
I said, it's an artist's absolute dream.
That was
It's just,
his-
it's so poetic in so many different ways and so many meanings. Like we've broken up. He's got a full page, Stephen, over there.
That was just
Stephen.
I'm
was-
calling him Stephen. Steven
that was
Spielberg.
just looking for probably about 45 minutes and half an hour.
So, mate, what you just said made me actually like the movie a little bit more, to be honest, because
Yeah.
so he started on level 48 with obviously man, then he went down and tied up, but then remember who actually ended up killing him?
He did.
No,
No, the
girls-
Asian lady.
the
the
Asian
girl
lady
came down and
stabbed-
saved it, but
The Asian lady stabbed him, but he finished the job.
and the girl was saying to everyone that she's lost a child.
And then old mate, who was actually doing the interview at the start, she ended up in there with him with a dog.
That was the bit that G1 lost it
Yeah.
when he was like about to chop the piece of his leg off. Yeah, she lost it.
Yeah.
She was feeling really sick. We actually had to pause it.
That's hilarious.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, my girlfriend covered her eyes. That was fun.
She's like, this is making me feel sick.
We
What
are-
about the poor... Oh, sorry, go. You go.
I was just about to say, we were eating lollies the whole movie.
Really?
She just kept going under the blanket being like, fuck, this is terrible. I'm like, yeah, no, don't look. And I'm like, no, it's done. And they look up and like, no, the dog's getting cut up now. Don't look.
I knew I was enjoying it because I forgot about the cup of tea or coffee that I had in front of me. And then I was like, oh yeah, cup of tea. That's cold.
Yeah. What about when they went to... So they went down to 171, he died. Then they went up to level 33 and the dog woman.
Dog was sick.
I honestly thought, okay, the part when the dog was on the
Yeah.
platform, I was like, he's going down and getting eaten.
Yeah.
I waited to see the dog. 2 people grab by its legs, front legs. 2
Yeah.
people grab by its legs and
Ripped.
just pull it apart.
Yep, I actually thought
Well,
that was
I mean,
happening.
she represents this idealism isn't going to change anything.
Yeah.
Like, you think you've got it perfectly
Well, she-
symbolizes the dog. I mean, you got to take it an object. You can be, I mean, there's a guy who's noble, the main character, who brings in a book.
Yeah.
Then there's the greedy old fella Trimagasi who has the knife, which was a funny story in itself. I laughed my head off.
Oh,
during
that was
scene.
fucking
And
hilarious.
she brought in a dog, so she's got to feed the dog and herself. Like,
Yep.
so she's got amazing ideals, but she's not going to change anything.
Ideals.
Well, what about old mate on level 5 who took in his girlfriend and they were just fucking?
Yeah.
Can we not talk
I
about?
don't, I don't
co-
think
hang
that
on.
was his object, and I don't think women are objects.
Well, why would he just go, honey? he's been initially put it in there and be like, honey, how you going?
Maybe they're just cellmates, and they just got along well in the month before.
What happens if someone took in
the
a
platform
machine?
is the new Tinder.
How about a ladder?
Oh.
Except sometimes, some levels it's grinder. Like you can put him with a dude. Well, sorry, Garang, I'm coming over to
Can we
fuck
talk about?
you.
Can we talk about a poor man, the dark fella that had the rope?
He got shit on.
He literally got shit on.
Literally.
I was like, yeah. Every day of the week, he's going to go up there. They're going to drop him, and he's going to fall. I'm like,
I
he's
thought
fallen
that.
to his
I
death.
was like, he's gone. Yeah,
He's gone. He's see you later. Gets up there, bare ass, fucking boop.
symbolizes
Big shit on the face.
symbolizing trying to make change, but without help is powerless.
And trying to seek help from the ones above you.
Well, that's what I mean.
He got shit on.
Boom.
To try and change, he needed to glow up with help from other people.
You get shit on, and then you got to listen to them have sex. That's
And just
literally
saying,
what
they
happens.
were on level 5. I'm just saying, I was sitting there.
Why
the
were
whole
they
time.
such grubs?
He'd been at 202. He
Yeah.
was at 202 for a
Yeah.
month, and like had to eat the girl and everything, all that shit to try and survive.
What did he do?
He ate some of the girl, ate some of his books. Funny. So I was thinking, I'm like, he's gonna freaking gorge himself. This is level 5 for fuck's sake. He's gonna get some decent
Yep.
grub. But then he's like, let's go down. I'm like,
That was impressive.
No.
That was the biggest
I love
plot.
how they got
I
down.
didn't see that coming.
What them going down?
Yeah, he's like, let's just go
people-
down. I was like, you're kidding.
I love how many people got bitch slapped during that sequence. It's just going down. It's like, go
Big
away.
pole, bang, dead.
You've eaten. You're higher level. You can wait. It's like, oh, fuck you. Starts eating.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
They let everyone like for the top levels. Then as soon as they got down a bit lower, full dead.
Yeah. Because
Pole.
everyone got more desperate. So, like, here's a slice of watermelon.
Protect the panna cotta.
Oh yeah, the panna cotta.
The panna cotta.
Protect.
And they're
That's
like-
what you guys made the other night.
Olme was, like, dying. He's like, when this is not for anything. And the guy's, like, dead as well. He's like, we've got the panna cotta.
What about the random? They were doing so well. They got to one level that had the dude with the samurai sword. They were doing so well.
How would they not-
object?
How would they not kill themselves?
That is a
I don't know.
great object.
And how did those pricks that have the samurai sword sitting there and every time the platform comes down, they're just ready to fight? Every time.
Well,
Because that freaking bitch turns up and kills everybody.
I don't think she felt. She's been like, she obviously is going down every single month. She's not come across this dude with a samurai sword because she clearly would remember a dude with a samurai sword.
You'd think so.
So she's gone down and like, oh, fuck.
Literally. It's a pretty wild movie overall.
I actually would say recommend watching it, but research it as well. When you watch it just for the movie experience, you're like,
Hopefully-
this
hopefully-
is a fucking roller coaster, terrible piece of shit. But when you read more of it, like Stephen over there,
Hopefully, I've
great.
given a little bit of insight towards it.
I'll be honest, Scott, I'm extremely impressed. When I saw those notes, I just assumed they were going to be drivel, but that was good.
No,
Yeah. There was a lot of resemblance in that.
I knew there was a lot symbolic meaning behind it. I knew it just wasn't a simple platform going up and down, feeding people on different levels.
I think you've drank too much chocolate porter, to be honest.
I've already finished mine.
Have you
I was
actually?
sober last night.
Have another one.
Oh, I'd rather drown.
There was only 3, and Jennifer's going to...
Make yourself another cup.
Well, yeah. I'll just a little touch on next week.
All right.
Hang on, quickly, before we move on to next week.
Oh, true, yeah.
Overall,
Scott, what did you give it?
I gave it a 3.5 spoons. I would have given it a 4 if we were doing flat ratings, but I couldn't give it a 4.
Well, we're not doing flat ratings, so there you're saved.
3.5 spoons for
Yeah,
me.
right.
I was initially going to give it a 1.5, but after the research and knowing how much symbolic meaning it was, I gave it a 3. Like, there's a lot of good meaning to
I'm
it.
pretty happy with that. I changed someone's thing behind.
No, not just you. Like, I did a lot of research myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does help a lot, though, for people who don't know
You
about
guys actually have rated it higher than I gave it. I have written right here 2.5.
Oh, yeah, pretty close.
Only reason being is because I actually loved the creativity side of it. I thought it was, pretty wild. Do I want to watch it again?
I want to watch it again.
I probably wouldn't watch it again.
I would.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Like, I want to pick
I don't
more
think you'd.
part of it.
I think it'd be it'd be a pick apart watch again. If you watch it again, you'd expect that's happening. Like the gore would just be like, oh, you'd expect it. Like the first time you watch a movie, you're just knocked back by it because your expectations have changed.
I was
like-
blown away when Old Love started ripping into Old Mate and was eating him.
I really enjoyed it. I got
You
sort
like that bit?
What? No, just the whole movie. I really enjoyed the movie in general. Just like this, just some of the characters and the script. The old dude just saying, obviously, like there's a little moment where you kind of like him and you kind of like. I mean, he's sus and he's freaking creepy as balls, but you end up sort of liking him in a way. And then flip the tables. He's tied you on the bed.
Until next minute, you wake up tied to the
And
bed.
he's like, I'm going to slowly eat you, chop you off a little bits, my little snail, obviously.
Yeah, and I'll keep you alive by surgically helping you.
I genuinely thought though at some stage they were going to get into that kitchen and check out that crazy chef.
The
Though.
Spanish actor is actually so much creepier. Like, because when I was doing the research,
Who?
okay, so obviously it's Spanish,
Yeah.
but they dubbed it over.
Right,
With English.
I understand
So
that.
so the actual Spanish actor who
But
did the
I just-
original voicing, like the
I
scene
thought-
came up, fuck up. So then his voice, it's actually so much worse.
But you're telling me you thought I genuinely thought they were going to get up there at some point.
Yeah.
No, I never thought they would get to the top.
I thought something. That's the thing. It's why I kind of rated it probably higher than I thought. I was left not knowing what was going to happen. The moment they got on the platform, we're going down. I was like, "You're fucking joking."
Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening. Didn't know they got to the bottom and there was the Asian baby, like the lady was
On a
going down
side
the whole
note-
time. I was like,
on a
"Oh,
side
shit."
note, did like the Asian baby die at the end? Because
Flew up to the top and
that
got
platform
squished.
was not slowing down. So it's just going to slowly come to a stop, or is it just going to stop and she gets
That's what I
into the
thought.
roof?
Actually,
literally.
I did say that.
She just gets fucked into the roof.
Yeah, that's a good message, isn't it? she's the message.
I mean, all
Beat society and then gets smashed into the roof.
All the plates and everything are kind of coming off it as it's coming up. So
Sorry?
when
Sliced
You're talking
up.
about the food here?
all the plates are sliding off when it's going up. So
What's going up?
fuck up.
Well, okay, no. Can we talk about the very, 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 very bottom level where he got off and the Asian dude was there, obviously?
And where'd they walk to?
Yeah.
Old man was there.
Was that, the old man. Was that resembling death? Resembling
no,
like
he's just been
afterlife?
No, he's just been seeing them the entire
They're
movie.
just going for a walk, mate.
But how did he get off at the bottom?
That's true,
Well, I
because
mean-
when the movie finished, I was like, surely that's not the end. I'm like, and it had already been an hour and 35 minutes. I was like, that went pretty quick.
That set Dad off. As soon as it ended, like going up, then subtitle. He's like, that fucking bullshit.
Old mate picked
You're
it.
fucking kidding.
Old mate was like, end credits. End credits went up. She's like, you're kidding.
Bailey literally went, is that the F and end? I'm
I
like,
thought
yeah.
it was an end credit scene, and then it's like, next movie trailer. I'm like, wow, it's actually over. You're
Yep.
kidding.
Not a bad pick, though.
Yeah,
No,
not
good
bad
start.
pick.
Good start.
If I've actually made Scott the most full page of notes.
Scorsese over
I'll
there.
be less serious.
Who's picking next week?
Me.
Ryan. What is
Ryan's
it?
up.
Chose Ma, so it's
What's that about?
I honestly haven't looked too much into it, so I want to watch it. But it's basically about this old lady who befriends some young kids because they need to buy alcohol and they're not old enough. So she's like, I'll buy you alcohol. Anyway,
She's a cougar.
after buying... No,
No,
old.
I know the
And
movie.
she buys them and
She's a liger.
She
I haven't
asks,
seen it, but I know what he's talking
she
about.
acts like their nana. She's like, come over and have drinks. Don't have to tell your parents. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's cool. She brings them over, goes into her basement. She's like, you can use this as much as you want. It's like a made up, almost like a mini bar. And they're like, this is awesome. This is going to be our place to drink. From the trailer, neck minute, she gets all their mobile numbers without them even knowing, starts texting and being like, come over to Mars. And they're like, what? And then from there, it just descends into madness. But I
Whoa.
can't wait to watch it. It
Yeah,
sounds
okay.
lit.
That sounds
I'm
like a
scared.
nice thriller.
I'm really scared.
I don't know how
I
it's
might
going
have
to
to
end.
pick a kids movie just to lighten the mood.
What?
Ice Age 5.
What? There's a 5?
Yeah. Collision Course.
There's some Ghibli films on Netflix. I might pick that.
Ghibli.
If I'm nice.
Cut it up.
Put a fork in it.
Eat it with a spoon. Thank you very much.
See you
Thank you very much.